In general, when we think about becoming an investor, one of the more challenging parts of the job, or what we think will be the more challenging parts, is becoming a landlord and actually doing the property management. Now, whether we do the property management ourselves or we farm it out, it's always good to know those things that will help us to systemize property management so that we can help to guide our property manager, also understand what they're going through and be more compassionate toward them, but also implement the things that maybe not everyone is doing, but yet we want done for our own portfolio. So whether or not we're managing it, this tip comes in fantastically. We actually started doing this years and years ago. We learned the tip. I wish I could remember who told me because I'd share that with you, but someone had said to change their lease dates from the 1st of the month to the 25th of the month. So you're ending your leases a good week before the start of the next month. Now, why would we do that? I didn't really know at the time. They gave us some decent reasons, and so we did it, again, just following systems. I know now that it definitely helps take the emotions out. The stress at month end to, getting old tenants out, new tenants in, it's not even comparable. It's just so much easier. And by keeping those emotions out, again, we can stay longer as investors if we're not stressed out. So watch to the end to find out what you can do if your tenant still wants the 1st. But you also want to still keep everything on the 25th so that you get full benefit. So I'm going to share one of those things in the video, and then I'll share one more option on that also when we come back.
This is March 2019, and I have someone leaving on April 25th, 2019. So now I know that they're not renewing. I just found out today, it's the very end of the month, so they're not renewing. They are going to be leaving. So now I have the opportunity to have everything done and ready within a week, so that it's ready to re-rent on May 1st. So April 25th, they will be out at noon. That day, I will have painters come in. They will be, and this is the beauty of it, I've already booked painters because it's the 25th of the month, not the 1st, not the 31st, because it's not that super busy time for a lot of contractors, because of move-ins and move-outs. I phone them, I book them. There's no going back and forth. Same with carpet cleaners, same with, cleaners, maintenance people. It's just, you phone them, tell them the day and time you need, and you get it, because it's not at the end of the month or the 1st of the month. So for one, that's great. Secondly, they're going to come in at noon on the 25th. They're going to do their mudding, taping, prepping, all that kind of stuff, get their tools all going in there. And they're ready to roll on the 26th. They should have everything done 26th, 27th max. Now 28, 29, I think it is the weekend. So they are going to, probably not a lot of people are going to work that, but I still have 29 and 30th to be able to do, the carpet cleaning and the cleaners and whoever else. So it's such an advantage to have that extra week. Now, if I had tenants leaving on the 31st at noon and someone else coming in on the 1st or the 30th, I guess, and then the next person coming in on the 1st, I would be hooped because I would not have the time to do everything that place needs, including painting and all kinds of things for that one. So, if I could just stress any more that moving your dates to the 25th of the month is fantastic. Now, what if someone says that they want to stay and they're like, I can't get my next place until the 1st? That's okay. We always, try to accommodate, but the beauty of that is then we just say, no problem, but just so you know, your lease does end. We'll let you stay, and you charge them a per diem rate, of course. We'll let you stay, but I'm going to have the painters coming in on this date, and I'm going to have, at least they can get their prep stuff done. We need you to have all your stuff packed up and put into one room or whatever it might be. You can stipulate a lot more. Plus, they are super, super easy to deal with because they're so happy that you're doing them a favor of letting them stay. So if they don't stay, it's a win. If they do stay, it's a win. No matter what you do, if you put your dates on the 25th, ending on the 25th of the month, which means you start your leases on the 25th of the month, usually, it's just a win. I love it. So anyways, just super happy. Made all my phone calls and texts. Got all my contractors all lined up. Every one of them was like, yep, that day works. Yep, that day works. Yep, that day works. Saves me a ton of time. I did in 10 minutes what would often take me a couple of hours sometimes if I have to call a few different people and wait for callbacks and blah, blah, blah. So the other thing is, so let's say you start, I know I'm going to get questions about this. If you start your leases on the 25th of the month, what if someone moves in for the 1st? Like, what if you're just starting to do this? Then you just prorate your lease. And in your lease, you put in a specified clause that says, you know, for these days, we're doing a per diem rate, and that's from the 1st of the month until the 24th of the month. And then your lease, your monthly lease, is going to start on the next month on the 25th of the month. And then it becomes a monthly lease where they pay on the 25th. That's the other thing. You're not rushing to the bank on the 1st. Your mortgages come out on the 1st in general. Your property taxes, insurance, all that. You don't have to be running to the bank. Make sure that there's money in your accounts because you already have the checks far ahead. If they bounce it, you also already have that. You already know that they've bounced a check far ahead of when you have stuff coming out of your account.
So in case you didn't notice, I love it. It makes my life easier. We had our property managers also do that with our leases. So kind of doesn't fit with their systems sometimes. But the one time that we deviated from it and said, okay, sure, do it your way, do it on the 1st, it just wreaked havoc in our lives. And it's just so much better. I don't know why everyone doesn't do it. So one other way, though, to deal with the same exact thing is when tenants are wanting in on the 1st. Another way to do it is that we just say to them, I just say, oh, okay, well, you know what? Our leases start on the 25th. So I guess you'll get an extra week out of it. It'll give you that week to move. And 9 times out of 10, they go, oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, I guess so. And I'll say, you know what? It's not that much more. We just prorate, by the day. But lots of them just say, yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. So they don't mind doing it. If they do, though, and they don't want that extra week to move in, then you would use the strategy that we talked about in the video. So if you're finding this helpful, if you like it, please subscribe to our channel. We're doing lots of videos like this now. We're putting out a couple different videos every week now on our YouTube channel. So please subscribe, hit the bell so that you get the notifications when there is a new video. And, send us a comment in the bottom here. Let us know what it is that you're finding the most frustrating about property management. We managed the majority of our properties in-house for the last 15 years. So we've seen a lot. Probably a small property management firm, we could even have called ourselves at that time. So we've seen a lot. If there's anything that you want addressed or any really frustrating recurring problems that you're having, just drop us a line in the comments and we'll be sure to add this to the series that we're doing on property management. So thanks very much, guys, and enjoy the tip. I hope it helps you as much as it's helped me.